Can you believe it is already May? Because I cannot. Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Karina, and today I'm going to be talking about my May TBR. A new month is a new list of books to read, and that always makes me so excited. So I'm very excited to share what I'm hoping to get through this month. Now, with the month of May being AAPI Heritage Month, or Asian American and Pacific Island Heritage Month, I am going to do my best to read from as many authors as I can. There are going to be a few variations or little extras sprinkled in because I cannot for the life of me create a TBR that's manageable. I just love setting these TBRs. I don't know about you, but this is probably one of my favorite times of the month, is actually getting to choose hopefuls that I am hoping to read in the given month. So let's just jump right in because the list is a little bit lengthy. The first books that I am going to be talking about is the SWOONY Readers, which is the book club that I co-host with some of my best friends. I'm going to link everything down below, so please go check us out. Please check them out. They're amazing, awesome, and I love them to pieces. So the SWOONY Readers are going to be doing a read-along for a series that all of the hosts love and adore, and that series is the Twisted series by Miss Anna Wong. This is going to be a reread for all of the hosts, but I know we're also excited to be back in this world, and we're excited to bring you guys along the ride with us. The first book in the Twisted series follows Alex and Ava. It is a brother's best friend romance, Grumpy Sunshine, and he's very protective and possessive, and I'm just ready to jump back in and see if I like Alex any more than I did the first time. So book 2 of the Twisted series, Twisted Games, follows Bridget and Reese. Reese becomes Bridget's bodyguard when she is thrust back into the royal world in which she grew up, but it's a taboo, protective bodyguard romance. Third book in the Twisted series is Twisted Hate. Josh Chen. Okay? Josh Chen is a best friend's brother. Josh is the brother of Ava from book 1. This is a hate to love romance. Forced proximity, even one bed, if I'm not mistaken. This was my favorite in the series, the first read through, so I'm excited to see if that holds up on a reread. The last book in the Twisted series is Twisted Lies, and this follows Christian and Stella. Stella is the best friend of the girls in the previous books, and Christian is Reese from book 2's friend / boss, I think. Listen, okay, I don't remember, but this one's long as heck. I clearly tabbed it up a little bit. Interesting, because I did not do that for any of the other books. Twisted Lies is a slow burn, forced proximity, fake dating romance. So I'm very excited to see Christian and Stella once again, and I just remember this being the slowest burn, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for that slow burn, okay? If you'd like to join the SWOONY Readers for this series read-along, feel free to check out the Instagram down below for more information, and come join the fun. Swoon along with us. The Thrills and Chills pick for the month of May is the reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. Now, I don't know much about this other than Belle's mother, Rachel, had disappeared years ago, and in the present day they are filming a documentary, and while the filming is taking place, Rachel mysteriously shows up again and things occur, is my best guess. But I was so lucky to get the Waterstones edition. Like, let me just show you guys. So this is the naked hardback, so it has like the film moment, which is just so fun. Just look at this. Yep. And then there's a little signature from Holly Jackson herself with a little few blood splatters. So things are going to get crazy. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's just like a few blood splatters, but how fun. If you would like to join the Thrills and Chills book club and reading this in May, I'll leave all the information down below so that you can join and have a little thrill along with us. Now it's time to choose one of my subscription box books from my TBR jar. And as you can see, the selection is a lot less from last month, but that is because I made sure to only have Asian authors in the selection to choose from to make sure I am supporting AAPI authors during May. So now let's go ahead and pick one out. I already have a few on my list to read for the month, so if I can choose one of those, I would be amazed and grateful. Let's see if fate is on my side this month. All right, I'm showing you guys. What's this say? This is one I'm already planning on reading. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much. The book that I chose from my TBR jar, The Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker. Wow, you can definitely see the foiling looks immaculate. This is the beautiful Fairy edition. Fairy really just knocks it out of the park every single time. The principal rule of alchemy. You cannot create good without also creating evil. This is a YA fantasy set in an alternate Tang Dynasty China from the author of Keeper of Night. I did read Keeper of Night a few years back and thought it was okay. So I'm interested to see if I like this one better. I'm so sorry. I'm getting distracted by the foiling. I'm very curious to see if I like this more than her previous book, The Keeper of Night. I thought that one was okay, but I have high hopes for this. So now that those are out of the way, I'm going to be talking about the few readathons that I'm going to be participating in through the month. The first readathon I'm going to talk about the specific books that I have on the TBR for is the Asian Readathon that is hosted every year by Cindy at With Cindy over here on YouTube. I'm going to link her announcement video down below so that you can check it out because it has all the resources and necessary documents that you can check out to kind of give you some ideas for any authors or maybe some books that you're interested in that you didn't know falls in the AAPI category. So I appreciate Cindy for putting this together every year and highlighting Asian American and Pacific Island authors and cultures and stories. Can't speak for all readers, but I do try to read diversely throughout the year, but I just appreciate that she puts this together every May to kind of highlight those stories. So the only specification that she has in place for the readathon itself is you are able to double up or triple up on prompts. You just have to make sure the author or the representation in every book that you use for the readathon is of a different ethnicity. Now I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the books that I plan on reading for that. So the first prompt for the Asian Readathon is a book written by an Asian author. The book I'm going to be choosing for the first prompt is The Stationery Shop by Marjane Kamali. In this story, it is 1953 Tehran, where our two characters meet in a stationery shop. So the stationery shop owner kind of introduces them together and they form a relationship after that, and the shop ends up becoming their favorite meeting place and they hold a special place for it. On the eve of their wedding, they are separated due to violence that erupts, and we fast forward 60 years later where they have a chance encounter. So there might be a second chance romance, there might just be a reunion of sorts, and I've just heard so many good things about it, so I'm intrigued and interested to see how I like it. The next prompt for the Asian Readathon is a book that feels timeless, and for this one I decided to choose Babel by 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡. This is again another stunning beautiful edition by Fairy. I chose this one because I just feel like it's going to be a classic down the road. I feel like this one is so popular and beloved, so I'm very excited to try this out. Babel is a dark academia book with secret society, student revolution, colonial resistance, and the importance of language at its core. A lot of people love it. It's been a lot of people's favorites in the past, so I'm very excited to get to this one. So the third prompt is an underrated book, and for this I might be cheating just a little bit. It is a newer release, so it just hasn't gotten the hype it might deserve just yet, and the book I'm going to be using for this is Dragonfruit by 𝐜𝐭. I looked up how to say it, and that's how she said to pronounce it, so there's that. The little blurb here says, in the old tales, it is written that the egg of a sea dragon, Dragonfruit, holds within it the power to undo a person's greatest sorrow. But as with all things that offer hope, when hope has gone, the tale comes with a warning. Every wish demands a price. Wow, that sounds so cute. First of all, this cover. Okay, the cover itself. Look at the back. The little bat! After watching Moana again for like the 20th time, probably even more than that, I have been wanting to pick this up so bad, but I was holding off on reading it to pick it up for Asian Readathon, and it just so happens that this is also the Full Moon Book Club's pick of the month, hosted by 𝐤𝐢𝐭𝐡. So I'm going to leave her channel down below so you can check her out and join the discussion, which happens later this month. So I hope to see you there so we can chat all about it. I just have such good vibes and high hopes for it. I just can't wait. I cannot wait to pick this up. 4 and 5, I am going to be using the same book because I just needed the author's ethnicity and representation to be different from the previous books that I selected thus far. The 4th prompt is a debut, and the last prompt, it is a book with a story, character, or world that represents what you would want in your next life. And it could be anything from food, if they have the job that you might want in a different life, kind of in that vein of things. The book I'm using for prompts 4 and 5 is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. So I chose this to represent the 5th prompt because I love Korean food. I think it's delicious. So obviously, our main character is a 𝐜𝐭, a 9-tailed fox who basically survives by consuming the energy of men, and a chance encounter with this fellow here results in her losing her fox speed. Yeah, which is basically her 𝐜𝐭 soul, and without it, she will die. So she's kind of forced on recovering that fox speed before it's too late, and she is ultimately faced with a decision to choose between her immortal life and her love interest, 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡. I know a lot of people really enjoy this story, so I'm very excited to check this one out. One of my best friends has a birthday in May, and to celebrate, she decided to put together a birthday bingo card, and I'm going to go ahead and pop it on the screen. But each book that you complete is an entry to a giveaway that she's going to be gifting someone a book off of their wish list. So definitely participate if this sounds so much fun to you, because it sure does to me. I'm going to go ahead and link her announcement video down below so you can check out all the rules and regulations. I'm going to link her video down below so that she can tell you all about it and even give you some amazing book recs. Let's just jump right in. The first prompt is for red cover. I'm going to be using my TBR jar pick, the Scarlet Alchemist, because the cover is very much red. Thank you so much, TBR jar. The second one for continuous series, I'm going to be choosing Reckless, which is the 4th installment in the Chestnut Spring series by Miss Elsie Silver. Look how cute the little baby boot is. Oh my gosh. Okay, on the back it says, Theo Silva, Rowdy Bull Rider, Notorious Ladies Man, Scorching Hot Trouble, wrapped up in a drool-worthy package. Listen, based on the end of Powerless alone, where we get a little interaction of Theo and Winter, I just know this is going to serve up tension and angst, and I'm so excited. He really knows how to bring the spice, bring the emotion, bring the juicy goodness of the plot. So I'm very excited to read this one. So the bingo board is extra special because it basically sums up Sam in all kinds of different ways. And I just love that she really personalized the prompts to herself because she's amazing. She's a gem. Go follow her and subscribe because you need to watch her, and just go ahead and do it. I don't know why you're watching this video. I mean, definitely stay to the end, but then go ahead and follow her, okay? The next prompt on the bingo board for published in May, I will be using a book that was actually gifted to me by Sam herself for Christmas, and I'm so very grateful, and I promised her that if I don't read it before May comes around, I'm going to pick it up. So how perfect that it works for her bingo board. But the book in question is Iced Out by Veronica Eden. It's a hockey romance. So it says, dancing on bar tops means the night is going great. Exiting the bar held over the shoulder of Heston University's notorious hockey captain, not my idea of a good time. Well, speak for yourself, girl, because speak for yourself. I did meet Easton in the novella. I'm very excited to read the full-length novel and see what could possibly happen. The next prompt for a 5-word title, I'm actually going to be using the reappearance of Rachel Price. Thank you, Thrills and Chills. Thank you so much. For the sports romance prompt, I read the prequel novella to Iced Out, which is called Trick Play in the Heston U Hotshot series. So that was a fun little time. It was only like 140 pages and it's available on Kindle Unlimited if you're interested. But it was like a little fake dating moment. It had some spice. It was brother's best friend. So that was a fun little time. And like I said, I did get to meet Easton, who's the lead in Iced Out. Wow. Words are hard. I'm so sorry. I'm interested to see what happens with him because in the novella, we kind of got a little snippet of him and I just thought he was adorable. So I want to see him as a leading man. So the next prompt on the big board starts with an S. And for this prompt, I'm going to be using Set on You by Miss Amy Leah. All I know is that she is a fitness influencer and he's a firefighter. Yes. So she's an influencer, he's a firefighter, and they are like gym nemesis. I don't know how that works out, but it's rom-com and definitely feel like that's very much spring vibes. So Queen Allie blurbed it and she said, an ode to all of us who struggle with self-acceptance while remaining determined to love ourselves. That's not even what the book's about, but I'm already so intrigued and I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be buddy reading this with Miss Amanda at Amanda's Booktopia and Niki from Niki's Bookish Coven. I'm going to leave them both linked down below, so definitely go check them out and you'll hear me talk about Amanda very soon. The next prompt for animal on the cover, I'm going to be using Wicked Fox by Kat Cho because a fox is an animal. For the next prompt, a book featuring a kid, I'm going to be slotting in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Since I am buddy reading this with a few of my friends, I think I'm actually behind because we started in January, so now that it's May, this is only book form. A book behind, but we're not going to talk about that. First of all, oh my gosh, this is almost 600 pages. Okay, cool. Cool. Just know the movie, there's a Triwizard tournament and stuff happens at the end. So very intrigued to see how I like this in the book format. The last prompt is book by favorite author. And for that, I'm going to be using Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This basically delves into parallel universes and how one decision can alter the course of your life. Yeah, I'm just excited to be picking up one of her contemporary romances because I haven't read from her in a minute. So very excited to be picking this up with Amanda. Thank you so much, Sam, for putting that big board together. I'm very excited, and I hope you guys join in on the fun and celebrate Sam because she deserves all the love. The next book on my May TBR that I want to talk about is The HOUSEMAID by Frida McFadden. This is going to be a read-along that my friend Amanda is putting together, starting with The HOUSEMAID in May, book 2 in June, and book 3 in July. And she's going to be having book discussions each month, so make sure you're following her for all the details. I don't know anything about this, and I don't even own it, but it is on Kindle Unlimited, so thank goodness for that. Oh my goodness. That is wild. There is currently over 1 million ratings on Goodreads, which is absolutely crazy because it only came out in 2022. I've only read Never Lie from Frida McFadden before, so I'm interested to see how she delivers in a series. From the one book I've read, I know that Frida can throw in plot twist after plot twist, so I'm very excited to be picking this up in May, and I hope you can join the read along with us. The next book I'm going to talk about is my buzzword pick of the month, and the title has to have the word every in it. So the book that I chose is Every Last Secret by A.R. Torrey. It says, all she wants is the good life. Right now it belongs to someone else, but not for long. Wow. It sounds like one of our characters is hyperfixated on someone else and basically wants to take her life over. I've seen this author around a lot, especially on Kindle Unlimited. I know they have a few books available through that subscription. So yeah, I'm very excited to be picking this one up for my buzzard. So another readathon that I want to talk about is the Ever After readathon that one of my friends, Tara from Tara Talks Books, is co-hosting. So the main creator is Crystal from Books Forever After. I love how she created a readathon to celebrate her birthday and their love of historical romance. And I have been basically telling my friends for months on end that I've wanted to pick up a historical romance. I've only read a few in the past and really enjoyed them. I think they get such a bad rap, but they're just a fun time. But I will be linking both Crystal and Tara's announcement videos below. I will be loosely participating. I'm honestly going to just be trying to pick up one historical romance. One book I'm going to be trying to pick up at the end of the month in honor of the Ever After Readathon is called The 𝐜𝐭𝐡. The 𝐜𝐭𝐡? Why does that sound so crazy? The 𝐜𝐭𝐡 by Scarlett Peckham. So this is the start of a series that's called the Society of Sirens, I believe. But it's basically 3 radical libertine ladies determined to weaponize their scandalous reputations to fight for justice and the love they deserve. Are you kidding me? That sounds so good. So it says she's a 𝐜𝐭𝐡 on a quest for women's rights. He's not looking for a summer lover, but one night changes everything. I don't know why I'm laughing, but this just sounds so fun. I mean, look at this cover. I don't know. I just love it. I just love it, okay? I'm just ready for a good little Regency moment. Yes, this will hopefully be getting read during the readathon. So another bingo board that one of my dear friends put together, HB, she's over on Instagram. I'm going to link her page down below so you can check it out. But she put together a mystery bingo for May. If you are a mystery lover, if you want another extra challenge for the month, just have a fun time. Okay, the last book I want to talk about is the nonfiction pick that I have planned to pick up in May, and that is Know My Name by Chanel Miller. I know this book tells a story of her personal experience with SA and how her life has been affected due to what happened to her at a frat party. So I'm going to be listening to that on audiobook. I know it's very heavy, intense read, so as long as I'm in a mental space to consume the story, I'm definitely going to be trying to pick that up. A story that I'm not looking forward to listening to, but at the same time I am. It's just a weird juxtaposition of feelings that I have for that specific story, but nonetheless, I do hope I am able to pick that up in May. Well, that is quite a hefty TBR. I do have other books that I plan on fitting in for the month as long as I am able to do so, but I'm very happy with the TBR that I have set. Lots of books to read and lots of books to look forward to. If you made it this far in the video, please leave me a bat emoji in honor of our bat friend on Dragonfruit. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I hope you have a lovely day, afternoon, night, whatever time of day you are watching this. I hope it is a good one, and I will see you again soon in another video. Until next time.